That was an amazing trip. It was an amazing trip. My camera was off focus. I'm so excited to be here. Nobody else is here. What kind of mentalism is that? That I get excited to be here because I have something to share. And for me, it's very important that I believe I know the truth of creation. What you can do with items. I've already shown you this item here. You see the mouth that opens up. There's 3 walls over here. That's the inside. Now the outside, as you can see, is here. That would be going towards this area. This one would be going towards this area. See the way I'm going up? And that one will be going towards that area. So now if I make one underneath this, it would go to that area, to that area, and to that area. And then you have all the way around 2 sides like the eye. And then you have the timing on each side. That's not what I want to talk about. Right now we're going to talk about general area and numbers. Okay, I just figured out a few numbers, but I have to make sure that I don't interrupt with the cat's life. Right? Right, little kitty? Eh? Can't get that work done. Just let's clean that information off. Okay, so now we're going to get back to some of the numbers. I'm going to get the book up over here. And we're going to start with 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 divided by 1. We can go both ways. Right now I'm just showing you the multiple way. 16 times 0.125. 8 times 0.25. See the way the 5 fits here, the 5 fits here, but then boom, we have another 5 over here. We double it up, 64 times 31.25. Wanted to make sure I was doing this right. I didn't have any mistakes. I don't think I do. 32.625. Here we get into the change of numbers. 3 and 1 come together. 2 5s stay the same. 1 5 6, 2 5s stay the same. In fact, it's 6 2 5. It reverts. So G reverts back to E. To where F reverts back to D. To where I reverts back to G, reverts back to E. Does E fit into G? It fits into G 4 times. It fits into 8. 8 times. 16 times. Hold on, is it 8 times, 16 times, 16 by 16, 7 and 7. So the first one is 6 and 1, 7. When you go up a little bit higher, which number was it? 128. 8, 9, 10, 11. This becomes 2. And we get the same 25. So we're going to go to 625. We're going to go to G and E, use the same 625. 8, 9, 10, 11 equals 2. 3 and 2 equals 5. 2 and 5 is an earth number, Earth's heart. If we go to D and we come up with 7 and 8 in D, in F we end up with 1, 5, and 9. So we end up with the spirit. 5's in the gateway of heaven. These are telling me the stories because they're the dividables by 2. I'm not sure where I come into all these things. 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 plus 2 equals 5 equals to 11. 360 degrees. 10 world. 6 divided by 60. 6 times 60. The 10 world. Where we have arrived, I'm not sure of all the numbers. 625 is 13. Creation of day in the house. How do I know that? Because when you go 6 times 5 is 6 times 5 is 30. That is for the word day. It also for the word creation, the C letter, because it's 10 times the 3. Right away it's creation. Take it to another step. 6 plus 5, 11, and 30 equals to 41. 41 is the number, there's the letters D and A. The same time, when you multiply them, they turn into the sun, the Fox passage in the sun, 666, leading up to the skies of Saturn. When we add these together, it's not the one house, the ox, where nothing doubles up, but it's in the house, because you must be here and you must be there for memory to work. You need to be in one place, but you need to send out the message. You're not at Google, but you sent out the message to Google, and you came back, you sent out the message to Bing, you sent out the message on the network, and it came back. The one house, the two house. What would 3 give me? 6 and 3 is 9 and 5 is 14. DNA through the sun. 6 times 3 is 18 times 5 equals 90. That is the birth house. The 9 house of 10. Starts over again. 10 times anything, we'll start back to where it began. We go back over here. Where did we begin? 512 memory. 1024. I referred to a lot of these things off the computer. So when we come over here, did I get this right? 19 Spirit Electric Company, born on earth with memory. Memory of a God could mean memory of choice. 6 and 1. The bringing in the half memory, the half line. 6, when 6 shows up and you present the 6 onto a dice cube, the opposite of the 6 is the 1. It is the only 7. When you put a 6 on a card, you say it's no longer 6, it's now 7 and 8, because the 7 and the 8 both have 1 and 2 moons, and I refer those moons to Earth and to Mars, 1 and 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos and Lunas. I also refer it to the sun, okay, because that 1 opposite, and the sun brings in its own moons, and that is Mercury and Venus. Because Mercury and Venus have no moons, so the no moons is 0 equaling to the sun. Sun equaling to the 6 opposite of the 1 on the cube, inside the 7 and the 8, the gateway to your heaven. Let the numbers and words that man has created for himself. Here's my barnyard doors. Roman numeral X, 24th letter in the alphabet. Reverse 17, reverse 3, 8 and 3 inside the house, the church. The church of the rising sun. We get into the 3 area. 3 times 1, 6 times 5 is 3, 12 quarters is 3, 24 by 1, 25 is 3. We just have to take that up to the next level to get 3 again. And then we have the in-betweens. The 9, we can't get it. The 18, we can't get it, but whoop, 30 we can. How many sections there are? There were 2 levels of 3. There are 20 levels of 3. Now we're into the house. I multiplied by 5 to get 3. I got electric company in the house. I have the 24th area, 9 lives of the cat. I get the 720 minutes on the clock. I get to 166, which is equivalent to the same thing, the 166 I couldn't get over here. I'm just trying to see what else comes with Jupiter. I know the spirit comes fully with 4, 5, and 12 is 17 equals to 8 and 9. Okay, this is the heaven and the birth. And 9 times 8. I added up these. 6 and 6 is 12, 13, and 4 is 17, 1 and 7 is 8. But then I'm also going to add up this, what it gave me on the calculator. So if I calculate 29999, 1952 times what? Is it 72? Or is it divided by times 72? I don't know if I have the right one. No, I might be on the wrong one. Hold on. Anyways, it doesn't matter, that calculation. We get into Pluto with this number. Here we run the clock. Here we run the clock, the minutes and the seconds. Here we run 720 minutes to the half day. This is the areas they take me into. This numeric value, okay, is 1 hour, 24 minutes. So that's 2/5 on the clock. 2/5 on the day, but it's an extra 24 on the clock, which is 24 seconds divided by 6. That's 4 times. 4 out of 10. Is that what it is? Anyways, I'm not used to... But anyways, whatever it gives me a dividable 7 over here. And I'm going to calculate and explain it. So I'm going to start the camera and explain it to you that this number is derived from 84 times this will give me 299 at the end is 28. That's the cycle in the moon. It's the cycle of the moon. Here I get 98. Okay, the moon, the mind, and the moon. How do I explain they come together? This is a divisible by 7. If I divide 7 divided by 3, hold on, 3 divided by 7 equals, see the 428,714? You don't see the 28, 428,714. That's what's missing. The 7142 come together when things are divided by the number 7. So if I divide this by 7, that would be 84. That would be 12. That would be 12. I'd go back to over here and I'd look at it and I'd say, boom, a quarter is what my real answer is, 20.25. I'm back to this result. 0.25. 1, 5, 0.25, 125. Did you notice anything? 125, 125, 125, 25. And then after that, we don't have the 625. We have the 625. Does the 625 come up again? I have to do that calculation. So you notice that divitables come up with the 625. If I take 625 and multiply it, and I love doing this, 625 multiplied by 41, your DNA in the sun, equals 25, 625, the short Mayan count. I can't explain it. So I did 2 and 3 with you, and now we're going to go to number 1. 4 times a quarter, 8. You see the multiplications are always the same. 525, 125. Or they're perfect. I'm finding a number in between. If you want to know the prime numbers, if you want to reset your prime numbers and know where your prime numbers belong, well, you go ahead and do the same formula. In fact, give me a prime number. Is 3 a prime number? We did it. Was 1 a prime number? We did it. Was 2 a prime number? We did it. So when we go the reverse side of prime, instead of trying to figure out what divides into it, why don't we figure out what can create it? What can create your prime number? So let's do this together with, I think 7 is a prime. I'm not really good at math. I'm not really good at all these things. Let me get this up over here. And we're going to get, we're going to do number 7. We're going to do number 7. And we're going to go, okay, we're going to go on to do the video. I like to do it both ways. Or I go 7 times 1, 7 times 3.5. So we have electric company at the gateway in the house. We have the spirit in the house, 2.333. These are the pigs. Now, what do the pigs know? I'm not really sure, but they bring in the one spirit, the half-life, through Jupiter. All 9s, Jupiter. Flip it over, it becomes all 6s. All 6s tell me about the vibration, because 6, 6, 6, and 2, 3, 4 equal to a complete 90 degree. That means in the house and on the cube, where there's 8 voided sections around here, where the 3 tells me that there are 4 voided sections, but I can never use these 2. Let me just show you. The obligation of the cube tells me I can't use these 2 when I use these 2. So I have 2 here and 2 here. And also the design of the Star of David is the offset bow tie, which is joined here and here. See this straight line? It's hard to exactly see, but you see the way that's offline, almost like the Z. On the 2, I cannot use here and I cannot use here. So I'm going to use here, I'm going to use here, and I'm going to use here. This would be my my swastika. All right. And the numbers that will go here are 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Remember those numbers? 1, 2, 5, 4, 8, 9. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. Or it would be 3, 6, 5, 4, 7. 365 days, 0.47. Or I'll use it this way. This way is a halfway, and I'd be going between these lines here, and this would be the moon. I call it the moon because these area spots that are voided here, these area blank spots here, they actually get numbers of 3467, which equivalates to, I like to use it to 3467. 3467 divided by 1.62, 2140. I'm a little bit off with that, but I call it the moon cycle because the size and diameter of the moon differentiates. At one time they say kilometers and miles. I'm off by 20, but that's exactly what it is. So what we're going to do now is put the cap back on that. 7 divided by 2. 2 divided by 7 equals 2 divided by 7 equals 2857142. 3 divided by 4 divided. So when we get 3 it shows me 14. I automatically take that DNA of the sun. The pigs are coming into the factor right now. There's going to be an exchange, a 1-for-1 exchange, where you give 1 light and you ignite 4 lights. You give 1 light, you ignite 6 lights, 4 in the corner, 2 on the inside. Or we're going to use it opposite of the 4 dice, which is, here's the 3, opposite of the 4. The 3 center is igniting all 4, the opposite. You'll end up with a 5. So the 5, the E world, the DNA of the sun and the gateway ends up in the moon. The half-life spirit ends up with your 666. I always get a little confused what to say for this. The woman, nature, Jupiter, the cycle in Matrix, and the gateway into Mars, and that was my Mars cat going by. And number 8, the heaven, gives me 875, which 1 by 7, 1 times 7 equals to your 7 and 8, 15. That is your Mars gateway to the heaven, to the E world gateway. 5775 is the Earth moon. 3/4, 3 times 25, 3 times Earth. Earth number is 5225. 3 times 52 is 156. Remember that number, 156. We'll use it somewhere else. Then we have the 9, the birth, to 777 ends me 3, creation of 6, the half-life of 9, the birth. My 369. They're always going to be different. And here's the other side. We're always going to have the same answer. It's a rotation. 2857142. 2857142. And then boom, we skip. The 85 becomes in the center. The moon number goes to the left. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Fixating and fixing your primes to have a better understanding of where they belong. Thank you for watching this video.